You know that feeling when you're looking up at a clear night sky just packed with stars, and you get this sense of a distant call, like the universe itself is whispering to you, "Hey, you're not alone." Well, that feeling, that ancient question, that's exactly what we're diving into today.
I mean, think about it. For literally thousands of years, this one single question has been the engine behind so much of what we do. It's the ultimate mystery, right? It's what makes us build these incredible telescopes and point them out into the deep dark. Are we really the only ones here? Or are there other worlds out there just waiting for us to find them?
So our journey to find an answer, it really kicks into high gear with one single name that, believe me, changed everything. Kepler.
All right, so back in 2009, NASA launches the Kepler Space Telescope. Now, this thing wasn't designed to take those gorgeous, sprawling pictures of nebulas you see online. Nope, it had a much more specific job. Think of it like a cosmic detective, our eye in the sky. Its whole mission was to stare, and I mean stare, at millions of stars, and just waiting for one of them to dim just a tiny little bit. See that little dip in brightness? That's the telltale sign that a planet just passed in front of its star. And by measuring that dip, scientists can figure out all sorts of cool stuff, like the planet size and how long its year is. And let me tell you, in December of 2011, our little detective, it absolutely hit the jackpot.
And when the announcement came, it sent, literal shockwaves through the scientific community. This wasn't just another ball of gas or a frozen rock. They'd found a planet that felt familiar, like an echo of our own world.
So just how far away are we talking? 600 light years. Okay, let's put that in perspective. If you could travel at the speed of light, the absolute fastest speed limit in the entire universe, it would still take you 600 years to get there. It's just a mind-boggling distance. And yet, in the grand scheme of the cosmos, that's kind of like our next-door neighbor.
And this thing is big. It's about 2.5 times the size of our planet, which is why it gets that cool nickname, Super Earth. It orbits a star a lot like our own sun, and its year is pretty quick, just 290 days. But honestly, its size and its orbit, that's not even the most exciting part. The real game changer was its temperature.
Get this, scientists estimate the average temperature could be somewhere around 22 degrees Celsius. That's about 72 Fahrenheit. That is a perfect spring day, Not too hot, not too cold. And that one little detail, oh man, that is what makes Kepler-22b so unbelievably exciting.
So why is that temperature so important? Well, because it puts the planet smack dab in the middle of what scientists call the habitable zone. You've probably heard of it as the Goldilocks zone, right? It's that sweet spot around a star where it's not too hot, not too cold, but just right for liquid water to exist on the surface. And this was a huge deal. Kepler-22b was the first confirmed planet found in that zone around a star like our sun. And as we all know, where there's liquid water, well, there's at least the potential for life.
Okay, so the data gives us the facts, right? The numbers, the stats. But that's only part of the story. So let's do something a little different. Let's really use our imagination. What would it actually feel like to stand on the surface of this alien world?
Well, right now, scientists are playing with two main ideas. On one hand, it could be a total water world, covered by a single massive deep ocean. Just imagine, no land in sight, anywhere. The other possibility, it could be a rocky world, kinda like Earth, but with a much, much stronger gravity. Every single step would feel like a real effort.
But whichever one it is, just think about the light. You'd be living in what feels like a permanent sunset, a world just bathed in this constant warm twilight. It's never really full daytime, but it's never really night either. And if you looked up, the sky wouldn't be the blue we're used to. No way. Because of its atmosphere and the kind of light from its star, it would be this incredible color we can barely even imagine. Something between a really deep blue and a soft shimmering gold.
So let's really put ourselves there for a second. What do you hear? Mostly silence. Just the deep silence of space, maybe broken by the gentle shushing of alien waves on a shore. And the smell? It's strange, kind of like salt mixed with metal. The ground under your feet is soft, almost like a fine mud. And you feel it constantly, that heavy pull of gravity, making every single move feel heavy, deliberate.
Okay, imagining a world like that, it kind of changes your perspective, doesn't it? But what's the real message here? What does a discovery like Kepler-22b send back to all of us, right here on Earth?
Because if you were standing there, on that alien shore, looking up at a completely different set of stars, you know you'd be asking yourself the same question: is anyone looking back at me? If there is life on this world, do they look up at their sky and wonder the exact same thing we do? Are we alone?
And that's why Kepler-22b is so much more than just a planet. It really is a message. It's the universe telling us, hey, I'm full of secrets. I'm full of possibilities. There are just countless worlds out there that we haven't even begun to find.
And in the end, even if we never ever set foot on that world, the discovery itself is what's so important. What we found wasn't just a planet. It was a dream that tells us that the search is worth it. It's a powerful reminder that we should never ever stop looking up. And it all comes down to this one single powerful idea, that Earth is not alone. Maybe not alone in terms of life, but definitely not alone in its potential. We live in a universe that is just brimming with possibilities. And maybe, just maybe, realizing that is the greatest discovery of all.